So you're thinking of managing Burnley in Football Manager 24. Here's a 5-minute guide using in-game data to assess player performance and how that can inform your tactical and transfer needs. This is a mini Moneyball clinic. Before we start, let's introduce the pizza charts. Grouped by phase of play, this is a simple visualization for performance statistics. It is measured as a percentile compared to other players in a similar position. Each ring represents an interval of 10%. The slice represents which percentile the player is in. The bigger, the better. Let's take Jack Cork as an example. He's in the 95th percentile for pressures attempted per 90. This means he applies pressure more than 95% of other players. He's only in the 35th percentile for dribbles, however, meaning that 65% of players dribble more frequently than him. A media prediction of 18th. On average, across multiple simulations, Burnley actually finished around 17th. Relegated fewer times than not, survival should be possible with the default squad. A note: Virtual Vincent Company likes to switch formations with players playing in multiple positions, so we can't really assess by position group. James Trafford was busy and conceded more than expected. His pass completion is decent for long distribution. Delcourt, Esteve and Bayer were brilliant at winning their tackles, awful at winning their headers. O'Shea was okay in the air, truly pitiful in his ground duels. Assignon was relatively safe and progressive. Taylor creative and active in the tackle. Vitinho was somewhere in between. Jack Cork and Sander Berger were decent at winning back possession, with the former having reasonable attacking output too. Cullen was the most progressive. Brownhill a goal threat. Odeberg, Brun Larsen and Benson are like a sliding scale of wingers. Odeberg is the most dribbly, most creative, worst goal scorer of the three. Benson the least dribbly, least creative, best goal scorer of the three. Brun Larsen in the middle. Lyle Foster scored the most goals per 90 at 0.33. Amdouni on the other hand scored at a lower rate, but outperformed his XG by a larger margin. There is no money, no transfer budget, little wiggle room with wages, nor much opportunity to raise funds. Johan Berg Gudmundsson can be sold for about £3 million. A centre-back that is good at both winning headers and tackles should be a priority. Someone like Tobias Solquist perhaps. Available on a free, Solquist's 72% header win rate is above average, whilst his 82% tackle win rate is elite. Or Parma's Janusz Nedelsieru, 75% header win rate, 83% tackle win rate. He's better than Solquist but will cost you around 600k. Not used often enough in these simulations, but enough in other simulations I've done. There are players already at Burnley who could be of use. Luca Coliasho has proven to be a dribbly boy with a reasonably decent creative output. Zlatre Fofana is a high volume shooter who can put up elite goal scoring numbers. Both can be utilised better than Virtual Vincent Company does. Burnley's creative strengths are outside, so we'll go with wing play, a 5-2-3 for defensive solidity. On the left, an attacking wing-back behind a creative forward. On the right, a supporting wing-back behind an attacking forward. Up front, a poacher as a constant threat in the box. In the pivot, a ball-winning midfielder to harass, an anchor to sweep up the loose balls. In defence, 2 covering central defenders on the outside when playing against single striker formations, or a single covering central defender in the middle when playing against 2 striker formations. For instructions, I'd add play for set pieces to make the most out of your 3 central defenders as attacking threats. I'd drop to a low block for more defensive compactness, and add trap inside to funnel the opposition into where you have the most defenders. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or maybe even subscribing. And if you want to support the channel further, there's now a Patreon linked in the description below, where you can join these wonderful folks currently adorning your screen. See you next time.